You know what I mean? Mark, what is happening, my brother? How you doing? How you doing?
It's all good, yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. Yeah, I was
Good,
just
man.
checking up on you, my brother. You got me a little scared there, cause you know what I mean. You always over here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, dude.
Checking up on you.
Read your email, man. It's not that long, but I explained everything that's going on, man. I've been taking care of Diamond too, man. She got sick and ate some rib bones. So
Oh,
we've been throwing up all over the place for the past couple of days. So I think she's doing a little better now.
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Um, Other than that, man, things is happening over here with the studio. So I've been practicing the keyboard. Got in about a week ago. I had to deal with that. I think I got the audio situation straightened out finally,
Okay,
but
okay,
we've been double checking that. We just gotta with this kind of setup, you got to run through stuff dozens of times to make sure that you got everything right. If it's gonna
yeah,
stick.
yeah.
So the problem came in and then it bounced back. It came back in. So I've been doing things. I still got to get software for the keyboard and stuff. Dealing with a lot, man. But I'm here.
That's
I've
what's
been
up.
peeking in. I've been peeking in on you guys here and there and other channels. Didn't really say too much, because I just wanted to peek in and see how everything is looking, and then I jump right
Okay.
back out and jump back out on the streams and stuff, and I see you guys jamming the rideshare stuff, so I don't want to really interfere with that too much.
Nah, but you always. I mean, you.
So,
If I'm doing the
um,
panels, man, you could just join anytime.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
It doesn't
I
matter if it's not about rideshare.
right, right,
Everything is
right.
everything. You know what I'm saying? We all information is good information. You know what I'm talking about?
I hear you. I
Yeah,
hear you. So
yeah,
that's what we're doing, man. Just out here, and like I said, stuff that's relevant to the channel. I'll come in and give you guys updates. And so much going on right now, just trying to hash everything out. You know what I mean?
okay.
And when you're monitoring, 10 different things at the same time, it can get kind of crazy. So,
Oh, I'll be knowing. I'll be knowing.
man, keeping up with media and stuff is no joke. That's for sure.
Oh,
So,
I'll be knowing, man.
um, yeah, so as you see, I've been working on things. I got another background up. I got a video. I don't know if I can play the video of one of the bands that I used to work with over the years. I guess I still work with them, but there's a
If
new.
you want,
I
if
mean
you
this
want, this
this
is what
this
you
was.
do. Play a little clip on it. Play a little clip of it, right? And if I get a copyright, I could edit it and cut that little piece.
You don't have to worry about the copyright because it's our stuff. I got permission, so it can be played. It's also on. Let me see. The video is also on. What channel is that on? Um, um, um. I think it's on TikTok. They got it on TikTok, so they're getting a lot of good reviews.
Mm. Yeah, if you want, you can play a little piece of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
But if
sexy
you want,
now. It's got it. This is for the guys because it's about sexy lingerie. So there's a lot of good honeys walking around in their lingerie. You know what I mean? And a lot of
we got ladies in the chat,
we're
man.
talking about ladies, man.
Hold on, let me put my glasses on.
We got the
What's
old
up,
man with
driving H
glasses.
Town?
What's good? What's
The
going
old
on, man? How
man
you
with
doing out
What's
there?
glasses.
going on, man, Anthony? I can't
Chilling,
hold
right?
on. I can't see. I can't see the. Okay, here we go. I was trying to see the chat over here. I see Quinn, Cece,
Yeah, there's quite a few people. A lot of people left already because I was about to
Linda.
shut off soon.
I see Linda out there. Hi, Linda, if you're still out there. Hi, Quinn. I think I see you out there. CC, Oli,
Yeah, there's quite a few
Anthony
people
just.
still here. Yeah, Linda's still here. I think we lost Anthony. Yeah. So I was just
Well,
checking
there's
up on you
Linda.
because a lot of people was asking, and I was like, damn, I
Yeah,
haven't,
thanks for looking
I
up.
haven't
Thanks for
seen
checking
them.
up.
Yeah,
Thanks
no,
for checking
definitely.
up.
I've
Hey,
been checking
Linda.
up on a couple of subscribers that been, they've been on the chat so many times, and I haven't seen them. But I got the email. I send them emails, but I haven't got no emails back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
what's up,
I,
man.
I've,
I'm glad
I've,
you're
I've,
okay, though. I'm glad you're okay, and
peeked in.
you
I
know.
peeked in a couple of times on you guys, but you guys were wrapped up in some heavy conversations and some stuff was jumping off over here, so I just didn't want to jump in right away. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then disappear right away. You know, I just wanted to come in and say hi for a while. I don't like to just pop in and just all of a sudden disappear like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Nah, but
I'm
that's what's
kicking
up,
it. I'm
though.
still kicking it, man. You know, Diamonds seems to be doing a little better, man. So she had me kind of scared because I don't know how she got to them
What she
rib.
did, she ate a rib bone.
Yeah, I barbecued. Let me see. I barbecued on Labor Day, and once I got into some leftovers, um, I think I put the bones up on the stove and went to the store or something like that, in
Mm.
a container. And I somehow see she figures out how to jump up on tables and climb up on stuff. She's real
I mean,
smart.
they smart. They
And
smarter than human beings.
when I got back, there were like little pieces of rib bones on the floor, on the carpet and everything. And then I looked
Mm.
over in the corner, and the container was over on the corner. So I was like, "Holy shit!" And
Mm.
you know, about 5 hours later, she started throwing up all over the place. So, and that
Mm.
lasted for about 2 days. So I had to start laying down like plastic on the carpeting and everything. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
keep an eye on her, keeping her outside a lot. Sit outside with her a lot, and she'll throw up every now and then. Cause see, when dogs like her eat stuff like rib bones and food, they gobble. She's a gobbler. She's not really a big chewer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she tore into those bones. She broke them down into nice big old chunks and swallowed them. So it took a while for all of those bones to get out of her system.
Mm.
But
At least she's okay, man. That's the most important thing.
she's okay. She's sitting behind me, sleep somewhere over here. She's sleeping somewhere in here. So she's okay. But other than that, man, just keeping an eye on her and watching the world go by, man. That's what's been going on. You know,
Oh man, I know there's a lot of surprises out there that we don't
it's a
even know
lot.
because they don't show us none of that bullshit.
No, they
You know what I'm
don't.
saying?
They don't. So I'm still here, man. You see,
Hey, question. Now that you on, now that we on that conversation, what's your take on that thing that happened on that building on 61st?
here in Chicago.
Yeah, the Venezuelans that took that the Venezuelans that took over that building right there.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing in my corner is that it was a hoax, that it didn't
It
happen.
was it was a host,
That's
but
that's what
it's all on camera.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. The word is that it wasn't as bad as it seemed or something. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it on the news. I try and keep up with the news.
That's
When
what
I
I'm
can.
saying. Like
And
I had, I mean, I get my intake. So, I gave my intake on that, but I'm like, damn, like nobody's doing nothing about it. Is that really true, or what was happening? All
like I
right.
said, I turn on WGN like literally every night. I haven't heard anything about that on there. Channel 7, I haven't heard anything about it on Channel 7. And sometimes like mainstream media doesn't bother covering stuff like this too much.
Yep.
They they they're lame, man, when it comes to issues like that. Only like a lot of live streamers media were the ones that broke out when the Venezuelans took over the apartment complexes up on the West Coast. They started doing that, and
Mm.
mainstream media ignored it until streamers broke it out. So that could be what's going on here. Like I said, I haven't heard anything other than it's a hoax on 60th. If you go by the building now, they say there's nothing happening. So until I get more information, you
I
know,
know. I don't go down that way, but I mean, I seen videos and stuff. Like I seen the videos also when they went into Oblak. I don't know how that happened, but I mean, A crazy
Well,
situation,
the
man.
thing
Crazy
is, you're going to
situation.
have a tough time hitting some of these old blocks in certain areas because these wannabes, these block by block thugs and gangbangers, they're armed to the T too. They, man, you know what I mean? I mean, back in the day, I used to hang out with a lot of them. They got Uzis and everything. So, I mean, if they think they can just come up into the hood and just take over stuff, especially
That's
an
not gonna.
apartment,
That's what I
that's not
feel.
gonna that's not gonna
That's not
happen,
gonna
bro.
happen.
That's not gonna
That's not
happen.
gonna
And you're
happen.
talking about over there on 63rd? Nah, that's what I'm saying. A lot from what I'm hearing, it was a hoax. Maybe they tried to do something like that, and then when the brothers showed up, they backed off. That could be it too,
Mm,
you know.
I don't
But
know.
I know 63rd.
I gave my intake on it, and my opinion on it. I'm like, I mean, it's not gonna
Where
happen.
okay, where did
You
you
know
see
what
the
I'm saying?
video? Where did you
I
see the
mean,
video?
it's all over the place. It's all over the place. On YouTube, there's rappers talking about it.
You really?
Yeah, Chicago rappers like
Mm,
the FBG people.
okay.
They talking about it. Um, I don't know. I was just asking because I have my little opinion on it. I'm like, I mean, that's
So
crazy, and I don't think it's gonna happen. But
no,
if they do take over, nothing is gonna change. You know what I'm saying?
no, nothing's gonna change, man. And like I said, not only that, the homies will get together and converge on that building, and it's going to be a war. They're going to draw them out. I mean, we're
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
It's bad. It's bad enough that the city is pushing a lot of. And I'm not just going to isolate or focus on Venezuelans, but these migrants and illegals coming into the city being bussed in, and they're pushing them all in through the neighborhoods. And a lot of people in these areas like mine are, they're not buying it. I mean, they're not harassing them or anything, but as far as coming over and taking over the block or the hood or whatever, man, it's not happening.
I
Not
drive a lot
happening.
around,
It's,
and you know
come,
what?
come,
I see them a lot in African American neighborhoods.
yeah, they're everywhere.
They
And
not nowhere
well,
else but in African American neighborhoods.
I can tell you what's going on. I don't want to get into that right now because it is kind
Yeah.
of like
No,
a
I know what's going on. Yeah,
political, politically placed. But this is by all of this is by design. That's all I'm gonna tell you. All of this
yeah,
crap is
yeah.
by design. It's called reverse economics. If you want to know the terminology that they're using about it, and this is by design. This is to push us out, push them in, take over stuff, give them all the money so that they can buy up our properties, etc.
I heard one of them already, one family already got a house. I don't
Yeah,
know how that happened.
yeah. The Gomez family just bought a house in Austin. I
How?
mean, how? Because they're getting like so much.
That's
They're getting everything to be economically stable and to flourish without
I
even paying
I
taxes or anything.
think my
Everything.
opinion on that is I think that's a rich family from out there that got money and paid off whoever they had to pay off to get that house because that's impossible.
Well, they've been here for 2 years. The article is in the Sun Times. They've been here for two
Yeah, I
years.
know. I've read it.
They,
That's why I'm
they're,
asking. I'm like,
they're getting up to
wow.
like I don't know anywhere from 7 to 1,200 a month or something on debit cards, link cards, et cetera, et cetera. They're probably doing some side hustling. They just put down the down payment on the house this past week. So if you're out there hustling and you're getting that kind of money and you're scrimping and saving, and then they're giving you look, they have a program out right now where they're giving illegals that have never been in this country. If they enter the country illegally out on the West Coast, they're giving them 30 G's to put down on a house. Now, if somebody came to me and said, "Here's 30 G's to put down on the house," I'm gonna take it. So that's
Oh,
what's going on. It's these programs that they're into that they're developing all over the country, starting on the West Coast. It's in California, it's in Seattle. They're giving them 30 grand and up with no interest. Think about that. We're giving you 30 grand plus no interest on a home. What they're going to do is they're going to buy the home. They're going to use that home as collateral to open up a business. You see, that's the move. That's how you move up. You put
Yeah,
your business up on as a collateral so that now you're economically stable. I'm, I'm telling you, this is all by design. That's what's up.
that's
That's what's
crazy.
up. And now it's happening here. So actually, yeah, I'm writing a whole story about that right now. So we're gonna release.
That's crazy.
I'll release the article on Substack probably by the weekend or so. I'm almost done.
I want to read that article because that's
Um,
insane. That's really insane. When I mean, I
it's
don't want to get
insane.
into it too much, but
Right, right, right. All it
because
is
the
really
like I said, the channel is not this is not a political channel, but
right,
sometimes we do have conversations that what I'm saying. Although it's not a
right,
political channel, although it's not a church channel, but
right,
sometimes we do as human beings gotta have
right,
conversations like this
right,
because that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? It's just the
right.
reality.
That's the reality. That's and see, this. The conversation is not so focused on politics, but it's focused on the situation, just like you said, the gangs taking over these complexes and buildings, and people are and illegals are just coming over here, and then next thing you know, they're into a program that they're going to front them so much money to be economically stable. Once you're economically stable, you have to survive. You still have to buy stuff. You have to buy food. You have to buy clothing. You have to rent apartments. You have to buy other
Yeah,
stuff, toiletries and everything. So that goes into the economics of any city, which means you're also contributing to the tax system. So the move is to push one group of people out, give another group of, and here's what's going on. There was over 300,000 people that left Chicago and the state of Illinois over the past 3 years. Over 2 to 300,000 people have left all the major cities. That is a big dent in your economic flow of the capital of any city, any country. You have to replace that. Those people have to be replaced. So how do you replace them? You let other people from other countries come in and let them occupy those spaces with and pay them as the cheapest labor as possible. You make them economically stable so that they can contribute back into the economic flow of the city and the market and eventually the nation. That's what's happening. These cities have to replace all the people that have been pushed out through gentrification and other reasons like crime, education, the destabilizing of a neighborhood or a community. You destabilize a community by taking away the schools. What family is going to raise their kids in a community where there's no schools to send them to? You take away the stores, all the big stores, and you leave the food deserts wide open. So how are we going to shop? You raise the level of crime. You put crime and drugs in the area. So what do you think is going to happen? The people that are able to move are going to move, and they're going to relocate us to a city where they can get a job, a better job. That's what's going on. A better job, school opportunities. It just goes with the flow. You go where you know you can be economically stable. Once they're gone, you bring in. You have to replace those people. And what do? You send flyers down to Ecuador and Venezuela. Come to the United States. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. We're going to give you everything you need. Once you're here, boom, they come here. That's what's happening. They're giving them, and that's why you see them receiving all of these massive benefits and everything. The red carpet is laid out for them here, and people are upset and they don't know why. It's because our government has sent flyers and stuff down to those countries, says, come here, we're going to give you everything. And that's what's happening. And now it is happening. 2 years later, what do you see? They're buying homes. Look at my block, man. They're on my block, but they're not going to take over the block. There's just people
mm,
that's over here buying homes, and They're renting out the homes. They're moving their families in, and it's happening everywhere.
So
Because
so they in your neighborhood.
yeah, they're in every black neighborhood. Every black,
That's what I'm
every
saying.
black.
That's what I've been looking at because
uh,
they were here. They were in my neighborhood and they took them out.
yeah, they're and I'm not going to say every black neighborhood. Let me put it like this: every low income neighborhood.
Low
Because
income. Yeah.
there's whites that are living in low income neighborhoods too. Any low income area where they can push them in, giving them the finances to flourish and buy out these homes. Like there's tons of homes that are withheld by the city because of property taxes. A lot of people lost their homes. They couldn't afford it. They raised the taxes. You can't afford to live there anymore. You abandon the house. The city takes over the house. So they own a house, which means that the city banking system owns the house. So you move them out. Once they're gone, that's who is buying a lot of these buildings, and they're rehabbing the buildings too. They got the money
Mm.
to put in and fix up the buildings, and now the buildings are theirs. So it's happening. My block used to be all black. Now it's like 50-50.
Mm.
And I got
Yeah.
Asians living the block over. There's Asian families that buying a lot of these. You go down Halstead, a lot of these new um, buildings that are being built, homes like two split level homes there, like they call them duplexes and stuff. If you look at the bottom of the signs, it's written in Chinese. So
Mm.
they're building them for Asians, not for us. They're building them for,
Yeah.
and this is right up here on Halstead, down the street.
Mm.
And then the
So
sign,
they gentrifying your area too.
that's what I'm
That's what they're
saying. It's a
doing little by
gentrification.
little.
And
Yeah.
all it is doing is shifting the economic balance of one community over to another and rebuilding that community with another ethnicity group. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what's up.
okay. Okay.
So in
That's
other
great.
words,
That's some great information.
yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
some great information.
so that's you if you deprive people of the resources, what is the human nature to do? To go where there's better resources or resources, period. And that's what they're
Mm.
doing. But the gangs are not going to have just a field day trying to take over stuff. They might try and move into a block where there's no real big activity going on and all like that, but just coming into major sectors of the city. I would like to see them come on my block and try and take some stuff over.
I see. I mean, I'm one of
No
those.
way.
I seen some videos, and I'm like, wow, that really happened. Like for real, like
Yeah.
no.
But the videos that are floating around are mostly coming out of like Colorado, out of cities like that. Those two up on the West Coast. I've seen those videos. They're coming in. They got the same stuff, the AK-47s and everything. And what they're doing is they're coming into they've taken over a couple of complexes out there in Colorado. And
That's one of the videos that I seen on 61st that they had AKs.
yeah, and they come and knock on your door and bust into your
Yeah.
apartment and take and that's coming from the West Coast. All of those videos, from what I've seen, the ones I've seen are coming from
My thing is they just got here. How the heck they getting a hold onto these
yeah,
homes with
they
this artillery?
because it's all laid out and set. The cartels are already here in these
I just
cities.
wanted I just wanted you to say that because I said that. You know what I'm saying? I
The
said that
cartels are
on another
already here
live.
in the city. So
But
once they're here,
I already know that. I said that on another live because I was on another live giving my input on it. And I said that's what's happening because how the freak they got this heavy artillery right away. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, the
you know,
cartels.
yeah,
They're already in here.
the cartels direct them to where they need to go to get the artillery. That's it.
Yeah, that's what happened. Anyhow, yeah. Let's not get into no more of that. We don't want to get shot over here.
You won't. You won't. But other than
We
that,
live in
man, how are
Chicago.
you?
They're gonna recognize us, Marcus.
Welcome to Chicago.
I'm great, man. I'm great.
They're
I'm
not.
great, man. I'm
I
having a
guarantee,
blessed day.
dude. You know who's over on 60 on 63rd. No, Come on now, they're not going to take over no 63rd Street.
Yeah, I know, but I seen a
Yeah,
video when they went to Old Block. I seen a video. I'm like, I don't know what happened afterwards, but they got
yeah.
in there. They got in there
Well,
with
if they
guns
if they got in there, they're
and
probably out.
mopeds.
I've heard about that, but from what I'm
Yeah,
hearing, it's not
but what I
happening
heard
in.
is that they just went in. But I heard they went in
They
with guns
they,
in their
they
hands and mopeds, and they went in the yard. You know what I'm saying? Whatever yard they got in there in the middle, I don't know. I never been in there, but there's supposed to be a yard in the middle, something like that. And they were
yeah,
there, and nobody came out. They called the cops on them, and you could hear it on the police, um, the person
scanner.
calling the police. Yeah,
Yeah, the scan
you know
on the
when
scanner.
you make the police phone call and they record that,
Right, right.
so they were calling the police on the Venezuelans.
See,
You know what
and
I'm
then
saying?
and
They
they
say,
put they were casing that block. That's what was going on. They were casing that block. They did a little test. They decided to roll up and see what would happen. And if it wasn't
yeah,
happening, they would roll back out. And that's what rolling back out means. So
yeah,
from what I'm hearing, that's not going on right now. That, as a matter of fact, some people have said no, it's a hoax. They didn't take it over. They probably showed up to see if they could
yeah,
take it over. That's what
yeah.
happened. They showed up. It got caught
I
on
mean,
video.
I don't think that I don't I, like I said, I'm not. That's not gonna happen.
Exactly.
Um,
And then that video is probably getting misconstrued with the videos coming from the West Coast where they
from the
actually
West Coast, right? They
they,
probably added something and then posted that
right.
shit. That's what
they
happened.
they they have taken over stuff over there on the West Coast because there's
Yeah,
no rival gangs in that area to keep up those complexes. See, the landlords abandoned it. So if the landlords are not controlling the buildings anymore, then the gangs come in and take it over. But there's no opposing gang that's already got that block or that area, because if they tried to come up in there, they would have had a fight on their hands. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You know, like
yeah.
say if the vice lords was holding down that apartment complex, you think some Venezuelan gangs are gonna come in here and take it over? No,
That's not gonna happen. That's
it's
what I
not.
said. It's not gonna happen. You know,
No, no. They found the
exactly what I said.
situation. They found the vulnerable building where no gang had claimed that building. That's what happened, and they decided to come and claim it.
Mm.
That's what happened.
Yeah, but yeah,
How you
Ali,
doing,
it's
Oli?
scary. It's scary, but we gotta realize us that live here in Illinois. That's
Yeah,
what's happening in our doors, Ali. That's
it's,
exactly
it's
what's
happening.
happening, and a lot of stuff we're not seeing because they don't show it on the media. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? But
right.
yeah, and we need to look out for stuff like that because
Exactly.
imagine a war decides to kick off here in Chicago
You
because
got
of something like that. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. You know, just
We
hold
all
on.
gonna we all gonna be in jeopardy.
Really,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's really. But you know, people are going to stand up for their property, just like the the yahoos up in the rural countries with their pickup trucks and their plaid shirts and all like that. They're standing up for their property. You have to stand up for yours here. You know, I've been holding on to this house here for a while now. I'm fighting to keep my house. So nobody's coming up in here. Nobody's going to come up on this block and take it over. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, there's
They ever try to buy you out?
no, no,
Nah.
no, no.
Mm.
My house is under what you would call what do you call that? A refinancing type of
Mm.
a plan, type of a deal. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's what's up.
So, but the real battle is, man, just every winter, every year, the cost to just keep the upkeep of the house is killing me. So,
I mean, I've been
you know,
knowing, man. I've been
that's the
knowing it's
struggle.
so expensive.
And
That's why I haven't got into one. Why do you think I live
you know, I'm like
I live in a duplex. Well, one it's not a
yeah.
duplex. It's 3 floors. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
There's 3 families on my house. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I haven't got into a house because it's that is gonna kill my pockets. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
you know, it's nice to have, but you got to have the finances to take care of it, you know, and keep it up. You know, once everything's the smoke settles, it's not all that bad. Like I said, I've been here for a good 12 years. This was actually a friend's house. You know, I don't want to get into that, but if anybody knows the
Yeah,
name Dr. Webb Evans, he was the president
Dr.
of
Webb.
Dr. Webb Evans. This was the Dr. Webb Evans house. So and he was famous for the Buy Black Revolution, you know,
Mm,
that started back in the 60s, you know, and they called him Mr. Buy Black. And when I got into all the organizational stuff, that's when I met Webb. He took me under his wing. He lived to be 102 years old. So I was marching with this 102-year-old man
mm.
in the
With the
streets,
OG, with the OG.
right, you know. And so, you know, I'm like, damn, if this 100-year-old guy can get out here and march for us, I can get out there and join him. So
Oh, hell yeah.
he took me under his wing, and then when he passed, he didn't really have a big family or anything like that. So they left me with the house. And
Mm,
so really I'm just keeping up the Webb Evans house as best as I can.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
So, you know, and
That's
it's all
okay,
right.
bro.
You know, I got a nice backyard. I got my stuff set up out back there, and you know, Diamond can run around as much as she wants to out there and in the front. You saw the front yard.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's got its downs, but hey, if I got a chance to get out of this thing and move on to something else, I probably would, you know. But
Yeah.
it's nothing like having the solitude of having your own home, because you don't have to deal with, you know, upstairs, downstairs tenants and harassment by other people and this and that. So it's got its perks and everything. You just got to be
Yeah,
willing to
yeah.
deal with the issues that come along with it. The upkeep, you know, for the wintertime is what gets me. I've had
Mm,
pipes burst here. I've had pipes burst in the basement and stuff, you know. So, you know, those repair costs is what really gets you. Or else I would have a
yeah.
good bank. If I didn't have if I didn't have repair costs for this bad boy, man, I would have a hell of a bankroll, dude.
That's crazy.
You
But
know, but
yeah,
hey,
man,
man, oh,
I'm gonna end this right here because I gotta get upstairs, man. It's 5 in the morning. Um,
good.
I gotta get the kid to school. But yeah, man, thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you for coming by and telling us that
Yeah,
you're okay, man. Because we was wondering, man. I appreciate you, man.
yeah, I appreciate
For
y'all
real.
reaching out and asking about me, all showing all the love and everything.
Nah, for sure, man. I mean, yeah, we
Um,
all family, man. If I
that's
miss
right, that's
somebody,
right.
I gotta
But, you
email you
know,
guys. I gotta see what's up.
right. I've been meaning to email you too, but you know, like I said, I got a phone. Everybody's got a phone. Just pick up the phone and
Yeah,
call.
like that's what I said to the chat earlier. I was like, I got his number. I
I
might
got a
as well just
phone. You
call him
know,
or text him. You know what I'm saying? But like
we
I said,
still
I
old
don't like
school.
bothering people. You know what I'm saying? So the email is like
Oh,
not sending an email. But yeah, that was my next move. I was
bro,
gonna text you or call you. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
was gonna
brother. You
happen
know, you
today.
can call anytime. That's what we do, man. My homies, my brothers, we call each other. You know, hey, what's up, man? I ain't talked to you in a
I'm
minute.
trying to
Just
tell
hey,
you, we
what's
got. I mean,
up? Dude?
hey,
Phone.
it's like I'll be emailing that. I got like 5 other people that I email. I haven't got no email from back. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Because I'm checking up on them, see what's
But I
up.
hope everybody's
But yeah,
doing
but
well. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Linda, how did your eye surgery go?
Linda, everybody was
I
asking
see
for you,
Linda's
and
back
I
out
said
here on the
I'm gonna email.
stage.
I'm gonna check what's up with him. But yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
cut this here. Linda, Ali, Quinn, all of you guys, Randy, Mike, Eric, everybody that tuned in, Alex, everybody that's here is watching. I appreciate you guys. This is 10 men over here, Mark. But you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We're gonna end this here. And I'll be back out here tomorrow, man. I'll be back out here tomorrow. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody. Peace. Peace.
Peace.
Mark, thank you for tuning in, man. Peace.
Thank you, guys.